When Bradley Ogden went to work at the American restaurant in Kansas City, he began an intense identification with American cooking that has held through several restaurants in San Francisco, including the Lark Creek Cafe in the Bay Area. He shows this with barbecued leg of lamb. Lamb pieces are marinated, started by rubbing crushed garlic onto them.
And then take a little Dijon mustard and about 2 tablespoons and just rub that into the, adds a really great flavor to it. That into it. And then just take a few fresh thyme leaves, about 6 fresh thyme leaves, and a little bit of olive oil just to lightly coat it. And let that marinate for 5 or 6 hours or overnight.
The marinated meat is seasoned with salt and pepper.
Now this will take probably about 15 minutes or so. And then we'll just add a little olive oil to it, and we'll baste this occasionally with our chipotle barbecue glaze. And then start it skin side down on your grill. Next step is to make our chipotle barbecue glaze. And really a quite simple recipe. It'll take 15 to 20 minutes on the stove. We're going to add our chili sauce, which is 1.5 cups. Molasses, 1/4 cup of molasses. We're going to add 1/4 cup of water. One tablespoon soy sauce. A tablespoon of brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. 2 cloves mashed, chopped fine, of garlic. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. A teaspoon of Tabasco. A teaspoon of Worcestershire. A teaspoon of chili flakes.
Red and green jalapeno and poblano peppers are also added.
Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to end up straining the sauce. They may want a little bit hotter, but I think that you'll find this is plenty hot. And the best part of this glaze is the chipotle, which is a dried smoked jalapeno. And we're just going to, these are very hot, and you got to be very careful not to use too much. But we'll just add 1 small, and this is a can. You can get them dried, and but this is a can in adobe sauce. Okay, we'll just stir this all in, and then we'll let this simmer for about 15 minutes, and then we'll strain it out. Again, just baste the butterfly leg of lamb during 3 or 4 times during its cooking time. I'm going to just turn that over and baste the other side just a little bit.
Corn cakes are started with creamed corn, milk, minced jalapenos, salt, and pepper.
Okay, now we want to add a 1/2 cup of yellow cornmeal to this slowly. Just stir it in until it's evenly dissolved. And then our 1/2 cup of buttermilk.
After the mixture has thickened, it's taken off heat and a yolk is added.
And then stir in the egg yolk. Add 1/4 of a cup of chopped scallions,
1 egg white is whipped to soft peaks and incorporated. The corn cakes are cooked in butter until golden.
and this griddle is about 350 degrees.
The lamb and corn cakes are served with mixed greens, dressed in olive oil and balsamic vinegar.
Our goat feta, and we'll just sprinkle that over the top of the salad. And sprinkle some of the onions on top as well. And then an extra little treat, we have some arugula flowers, which are edible, and then some borage flowers here, which are also edible. So we're going to take our lamb, then we'll slice it against the grain.
Let the lamb rest before carving.
Again, I like it a little bit on the rare side. And this was this cooked for about 12 to 15 minutes. And again, you want to let it sit when it comes off the grill for a few minutes. So it's beautiful, nice and juicy. And then we'll just put a couple slices here with the salad. And then we'll brush that with a little bit of the chipotle glaze. Griddled corn cakes. Now, one more dimension. If you happen to have these wild garlic around, especially in the springtime, and we'll just garnish it with a little spring onion as well. Enjoy.